Hi, this is Afsa Patel from BK College Chikodi. The day 12 is going to be very energetic and enthusiastic because we are gonna meet the most awaited role model, Mr. Narayana Murthy. So while addressing Narayana Murthy said us a very important quote which I am gonna remember for my whole life. That is, money is not important for human beings, but love and affection is very much important for human beings in their life.
Young students, first of all, congratulations on completing a successful, productive and knowledgeable trip of India. You were completing this lead Prayana has a very important role in shaping up your personality. I don't know how many of you know that the first thing that Mahatma Gandhi did before he started the independence struggle was to go around the country, meet the rich and the poor, the powerful and the weak, the urban and the rural, to understand the real India. It is to make you understand. In some way you have done that because you have had this wonderful Prayana that has shown you the urban India, the rural India, the rich India, the poor India, the corporate India and the NGO India, the educated India and the not so well educated India, etc., etc. But what is the objective of my saying all these things? And that's one thing. Never before in my own life did I see an environment, did I see a paradigm where youngsters are confident as you are today. When I was your age, which was 45 years ago or 50 years ago, I did not have the confidence that you youngsters have. As long as every one of you is disciplined, as long as you follow every rule that you are supposed to follow in public, as long as you put the interests of the society ahead of your own private interests, as long as you realize that a civilized society is one where every citizen makes every sacrifice necessary to ensure that the future generations are better than the current generation. As long as you realize that walking the talk, leadership by example, doing what is right before you ask others to do, then I think this country will move forward even faster. You may have let go on an extraordinary opportunity to be called the generational heroes and the heroines. And therefore, my young friends, my request to every one of you here is to be aware of this extraordinary opportunity given to you people and make good on the possibilities. Thank you.
Who is the real human being person in your view, in your opinion, and why he?
I think there are lots of people that I have met who are very human. Whether, somebody may have been a driver, somebody may have been chairman of a company, somebody would have been a very big political leader. I think it is very, very difficult for me to say whether there is only one person that I met who was human. If your question meant who is the person who have had the greatest influence on you, that's a different question. And that I believe that Mahatma Gandhi is clearly the person who has had the greatest influence on me because he led by example. He practiced the precept. He walked the talk.
Now we are going to meet a person about whom we have studied in our school days, and it's like a dream come true that he is going to address us. That is Raghunath Mashelkar. He has studied in the street lights.
Privilege and honor is entirely mine. I feel extremely privileged to meet you. I remember somebody had said, I only think of the future because that is where we are going to spend the rest of our life. So if you have to just think of the future, I have to think of you, because future of India is all about it. So I'm meeting the future of India, and that's a great opportunity. So thank you very much. You have a huge responsibility of building, as they say, coming from a third world country, building a third most powerful country. You can quite clearly see what that means. And for that, the kind of spirit that you will have to have will be that of, yes I can, yes we can. You will do well and do good, no. That means you make a lot of money and then one day you remember, hey, what did I do for the poor? And you create a trust and a foundation. No. You will do well by doing good.
The way of thinking or your perspective on things changed right from being a boy from a poor background to, president of
I have seen in life that by being negative you achieve nothing. You get the point? By being positive you may not achieve anything. But yet, who knows? I've developed that ability to convert, adversities into opportunities, or where there is a positive. Because I think like
I've just got into talking to underprivileged kids from the slum areas, child laborers, etc. I want to pull them towards education. And you just mentioned about your early childhood and your school. How was your journey after this? Because I would love to quote your example before them, just to make them inspired, because they consider themselves to be the first ones.
I'll tell you, as I said, I had a very tough child. My father died when I was 6. My mother moved from Goa to Bombay in search of a job, and because she was illiterate, she had to do many jobs, bring me up. I was the only child, and 2 meals a day was a big challenge. And as I studied under street lights and walked barefoot until I was 12 and so on. But in all that, there are 2 or 3 things that are very important. The first was, my mother had understood, although she was illiterate, a simple equation: education is equal to future. Somebody was asking me in a scientific mela on the other day, what are the most powerful equations in the world? Somebody said F equal to ma, force equal to mass into acceleration, Newton's, right? Second one said, no, E equal to mc square, Einstein. I said no, it is E equal to F. E is education, F is future.
This journey has put lot of energy into me, which I am going to implement in outer world now.